Hi everybody, it's Jared OD here at Dynamis. I wanted to take a few moments to talk about the 6 major training needs that we see when we visit the schools that we work with on our positive handling training program. We see common scenarios that the teams we visit with ask us for our advice and guidance and help in training with all the time. So let's go on and look at these various needs. Number one is we often meet teams who have children in their care who get so frustrated, angry, and distressed that they try to hurt the staff member who's in the room with them at the time. They do that by lashing out, sometimes in many different ways, at the person who's with them, caring for them. The second scenario we see is we see children who get so angry, frustrated, and distressed they actually try to hurt another child who's in the room with them. Sometimes that's a mutually consenting fight, but sometimes it's just a situation where one child takes their aggression out on another child who's nearby. The third scenario that we often see is a child who gets so frustrated and distressed, so aroused, that they actually try to hurt themselves. And they do that by throwing themselves on the floor or using some furniture or perhaps even biting themselves. And this is a situation that staff really want help with. Situation number 4 then is a situation that's very common in schools up and down the country. People call this the running behavior. So we see runners up and down the country in different schools. They're a child who becomes so frustrated, angry, and distressed that they really just try to get away from the adults and the environment that they're in. And that can prove really difficult for our staff to try to manage safely. The fifth scenario that we see is a child who is resistant to the teacher's requests. They don't want to comply, they don't want to collaborate or cooperate in the classroom, and so they will resist, and this sometimes becomes really seriously disruptive to the learning environment, and it may provoke action by staff in order to cope with that situation. The last scenario, number 6, is one which the child isn't frustrated, angry, or disruptive, but they're behaving in such a way, they're doing something that might carry an injury risk, and for that reason the staff have to make a decision about whether to make that thing stop, whether to step in and take action. So there you have it, the 6 different scenarios that we see when we travel around and meet lots of different teams and talk to them about how positive handling is relevant in their environment. I hope this video has been useful to you and just putting a framework around some of the things that may be happening. If you think that we can help, then by all means get in touch and we will do our very best to help you and your team at your school.